Good evening, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for December 27, 2023. And in the news this evening, 2 artists and 2 patrons are charged after sting brawl. Dancehall artist Fully Bad and Animosity, along with 2 members of the public, have been arrested and charged with disorderly conduct following the staging of the annual Sting event at the Jam World Entertainment Complex in Portmore, St. Catherine. The entertainers are scheduled to appear in the St. Catherine Parish Court on January 24, 2024. Coyote, who was also detained, was released without a charge. The individuals charged after the brawl are Nicholas Ricardo Bardsley, also known as Fully Bad, a recording artist from Kingston 8, and Leighton Sims, also known as Animosity, a recording artist from Kingston 19. The members of the public charged were Rasheen Shavar Williams, a mason of Slykerville, St. Catherine, and Dalton Doraldo Bardsley, also known as Dina, a musician from Kingston 8. According to police reports, Bartley and Sims were performing on stage when they started a fight, disrupting the event. Williams and Bartley also joined the brawl, leading to further disruption. As a result, all 4 men were charged for their conduct. Senior Superintendent of Police Christopher Phillips, head of the St. Catherine South Division, praised the sting organizers for their inclusive approach in planning and preparing for the event. Notwithstanding this unfortunate incident, credit must be given to the promoters for the inclusive approach taken in the planning and the preparation for the event. It was as a result of that level of preparation we the police were able to quickly quell the disturbance. It was obvious that the youngsters were inexperienced and psychologically unprepared, Phillips told the news. Man dies after crashing into cow in Westmoreland. A man is dead after his motorcycle collided with a stray cow on the Petersfield Main Road in Westmoreland on Christmas Eve. He is 29-year-old Odin Dennison of Piper's Corner, Savannah Lamar in the parish. Reports from the police are that about 1 p.m., Dennison was riding his motorcycle along the roadway when he collided with a cow that walked into his path. The police were summoned and Dennison was taken to the hospital by a passerby, where he later succumbed to his injuries. Dennison is the 3rd person to have died in the parish since the start of the year as a result of untethered animals. On July 30, the Westmoreland Police Division was plunged into mourning after 21-year-old Constable Tajay Ebanks died as a result of injuries he sustained when his service motorcycle collided with a cow in Little London in the parish. 3 days later, 22-year-old Christopher Samuels, otherwise called Delano, of Darling Street in Savannah Lamar, was driving his Toyota Corolla Axio motorcar with 2 other people on board when, upon reaching a section of the Little London Main Road, a cow walked into the path of the vehicle, causing a collision. Samuels lost the control of the vehicle and collided into a tree. Samuels was pronounced dead while the man and woman passengers were hospitalized. Meanwhile, a hotel worker in the parish also had a near-death encounter on August 4 when he too collided with a cow while riding his motorcycle from work in Retreat, Little London. Reports are that the man was traveling on his bike shortly after 8 p.m. when a cow walked into his path. The motorcycle collided into the belly of the cow and he was flung from his bike. He was transported to hospital where he was admitted in a serious but stable condition. His sister at the time of the incident had told the news that she is gravely concerned about the untethered cow situation. "Something ought to be done about these stray cows. It cannot continue like this," the distraught woman had said. Former U.S. soldier on gun charge gets a $500,000 bail. A Jamaican-American man charged over the seizure of a loaded gun during a traffic stop was today granted $500,000 bail with 1 or 2 shorties in the St. Catherine Parish Court. Tamel Chin, 28, who was recently discharged from the United States Army, was ordered by Senior Parish Court Judge Desiree Alain to surrender his travel documents and to report to the Central Village Police Station 2 times weekly. Chin, who is charged with possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition, is to go before the gun court on January 26. In applying for bail, his attorney Matthew Sims said that Chin had no knowledge of the gun. The attorney also told the court that he was recently honorably discharged from the U.S. Army after completing 2 tours of Afghanistan. He further told the court that Chin suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder. The bail application was granted. Allegations are that on December 8, police personnel assigned to the St. Catharines South Division stopped a vehicle and conducted a search. A black bag allegedly being carried by Chin was searched and a 9mm pistol with a magazine containing 11 rounds of ammunition was seized. According to the police, he was subsequently arrested and later charged. Man charged for stealing motorcycle from plaza in Linstead. The police in St. Catharines have charged the 25-year-old Siobhan Walters over the theft of a motorcycle at a plaza in Linstead. Walters is booked to appear before the parish court at Linstead on Wednesday, January 10, on charges of larceny of a motor vehicle, receiving stolen property, and malicious destruction of property. Reports from the Linstead police are that about 3 p.m. on Sunday, December 24, a man securely parked and locked his motorcycle at the plaza and went to conduct business. Upon his return, he discovered that his motorcycle was missing. Shortly after, he reportedly saw Walters riding his motorcycle in Bog Walk and made an alarm. While attempting to escape, Walters lost the control of the motorcycle and fell, damaging the bike. Walters was accosted, taken into custody, and the charges laid against him. Missing teen last seen at home on Boxing Day. An another alert has been activated for 16-year-old Annalise Jones of 10th Street, Kingston 12, who has been missing since Boxing Day, December 26. She is of dark complexion and a slim build. Reports from the Trenchtown police are that Annalise was last seen at home about 3 p.m. At the time, she was dressed in a black and white dress and white slippers. All efforts to locate her since have proven futile, the police said. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Annalise Jones is asked to contact the Trenchtown police at 876-948-8243, the police 119 emergency number, or the nearest police station. Opposition calls for government to halt Portmore parish plans. Opposition leader Mark Golding has demanded an immediate cessation of all efforts to make Portmore a parish. In a letter to Prime Minister Andrew Holness, dated November 20, Mr. Golding said it was necessary that the process be halted in light of pronouncements from Member of Parliament for South Western St. Catharines, Everald Warmington. On November 12, Minister Warmington said the boundary shift would favor the Jamaica Labour Party. The opposition's letter argued that any manipulative tinkering of political boundaries, as articulated by Minister Warmington with the apparent support of Cabinet, will leave an ugly stain on the country's image locally and internationally. He said any plan to have Portmore become the 15th parish must include a consultation with residents within the parish.
The government may commence broad-based consultations with the leadership of Portmore at all levels, along with the residents at the community level, to arrive at any modifications of the present structure, its boundaries, and any other parameters that they may deem appropriate. Such contemplations would not exclude the possibility of Portmore becoming a parish. I wish to also affirm that the opposition has very serious concerns about any changes in parish boundaries that have consequential impacts on constituency boundaries and are driven by the governing party, thus emasculating the fundamental spirit and intent underpinning the Independent Electoral Commission of Jamaica, and indeed the provisions of the Representation of the People's Act. I have not received a reply from the Prime Minister to my letter that I sent to him on the 20th of November in relation to the matter of Portmore becoming a parish and the redrawing of the electoral boundaries of what is now the city municipality of Portmore. I am disappointed but not surprised that the Prime Minister has neglected to reply to my letter. It's not the first time that that has happened. I hope that after the Christmas season, I will receive a fulsome response to the concerns I have raised in my letter to him.